doing header up, obviously, so I'm just going to plug it into the script here. I just send the loom link, but it's something like super important to talk about, and it's like the characters themselves, also the voice, and which character to use for which script. So yeah, let's get straight into it. First of all, if you're using any menopause script, it will always work so much better if you use men instead of women. And let me just quickly explain. So you have this script where, let me just pull it up here. So you have this script where the woman is talking about menopause, and it's like obviously super emotional hitting script, and something that really like hits the emotion here is also like the comment me, so other women know they're not alone. This like hits emotion quite a bit, so because like the women can like express themselves, okay? But the issue here is that they are using a woman instead of men. I'm telling you, if they used men and if the man was also attractive at the same time, it would hit so much more. Because the thing is that you are already hitting some kind of emotion by talking about women's problems here. Okay, they want to express themselves and they wanna watch this video because they are interested in someone talking about their issues, and there's a big emotional hit for women experiencing some problem when someone talks about the problem they're experiencing. They're like, oh my god, finally someone understands me or whatever. But if it's a woman, it's kind of like, all right, it's just another woman understanding my issues. It's like nothing super crazy. But if you use a man for it, it's going to be like, oh shit, another like a man understands my issues. So it's gonna be like much more emotional hit, because most women are just want to be understood, whether it's by their man, by their father, boyfriend, whatever. They just want to be understood by the other gender. And if they see a video of the other gender really like understanding their issues, they go absolutely fucking crazy over it. And if it would be some, I don't know, like gay guy understanding their issues, and just like some skinny guy, whatever, understanding their issues, it's like still kind of obvious, because like, you know, they are more revolved around women and all that shit, and they just talk with women like way more than like normal, like straight, well, not whatever, I'm already getting cancelled here, but like, they're just talking like with girls more than like a normal like straight man would, and they don't have that many male friends. So it's much more likely for them to talk about it. But if you have like super attractive man that looks like a proper man talking about women's issues, they go absolutely crazy over it. So you are not only hitting the emotion of someone even understanding their issues, you are also hitting the emotion of a man understanding their issues, but then you are also hitting the emotion of an attractive man understanding their issues. So you basically like, you have like basically triple emotion in one video. And then if you also combine it by not by but with the, where the fuck was it? Yeah, here, comment me, so other women know they're not alone. If you combine it with this shit, it's gonna fucking work. Because there's no way it won't work, because it really sparks so much fucking emotion. It's absolutely unbelievable. And then the man also, if you use a man for this script, the man will also recommend a solution. So they will go even crazier. Like, this man understands me, and he even provides me with a solution. Like, this is crazy, okay? So that's exactly what the women want. And let me also show you some other things. So here we have a perfect example of super like of a man that's really attractive for like the menopausal like 40 to 50-year-old women, because like
Most
he's like
people who die in their sleep
like,
experience
just
3
play
innocent
until the voice
symptoms
is
that they
normal.
tragically ignore until it's
Okay, so you can see like he's shaved, like his fucking face is pretty clean, his haircut is super clean, he has like clean white shirt, he has like also this thing, but we're gonna talk about it later. He has like nice watch, so everything just looks pretty good about this man. He also looks like he's pretty muscular, like he's not skinny as fuck. So women just will much, also like the earrings and shit, so women will much rather watch this man talking about their issues than they would watch this woman talking about their issues. I feel like it's pretty obvious, and it simply just adds so much more so much more emotion to the videos. So the generation is like super important, and this would kind of be the perfect man. You can see how then if you have someone goofy as fuck talking about, I would even say these are almost the...
Eating too much salt causes high blood pressure.
Okay, these are like kind of similar scripts. Well, okay, not really, but they are kind of similar. And you can see the insane difference with the views. So I'm 100% sure that if this same script was used with this man, it would also have shit ton of views. So there will be that. So basically for the generation of the character, you need to think about following things. You first need to think about what audience you are supposed to target with the generation. Okay, so whether it's like women or whether it's men, it will most likely be women. But again, here, if it's a so you would naturally just choose women talking to women. You would naturally choose that because it kind of just feels natural. But if it's like really like it's just talking about women's issues, it adds so much more controversy and emotions when a man is talking about it. Just like the same when, for example, when we had like some nitric oxide videos for TSG or like beetroot videos, there was a woman talking about dicks, or there was a woman talking about like what turns her on about men. It always works much better because you would much rather watch a woman like, and also like you gotta think about it also from your point. Would you rather watch an ugly woman talking about like what turns her on about men, or would you rather watch some 10 out of 10 girl or 10 out of 10 woman talk about what turns her on about men? You would always rather watch the 10 out of 10 woman. So it makes a lot of sense even for girls here. So you gotta think about it literally the same way as it would be from your position. So yeah, that's one thing you gotta think about is the audience that you want to target. So you gotta adjust the gender accordingly. Like the gender really makes a big difference. Another thing is does your character look realistic? That's another thing. Like if he doesn't look realistic, if he has like, if this guy's fucking face would be too perfect, if his skin would be too perfect, like if it would be like super clean, you can see.
Hungry for breakfast in the morning? That's high cortisol. Do you wake up at 3 a.m.?
Okay. So you can see how like a lot of old people have skin exactly like this, and you can see how this is just perfectly made. Like his skin is simply just not perfect, like his neck is kind of sagging, so he really looks his age. But if you get someone who kind of looks like he's 50, but then also at the same time other parts of his body look like they're like, I don't know, 20, it's like something's just gonna feel off. The thing is like humans are obviously animals, and we can just sense when something is off. You can just sense it and you will just scroll away. I always like, when I watch some of these videos, I really have like the uncanny valley vibes, like just watching something, and it just makes me uncomfortable as fuck. Some of the AI videos just makes me really, really uncomfortable. And it's exactly because of that, because like your like animal instincts basically tell you that like this is not a real human, watch out. And you immediately get into the fucking alertness. So you need to make everything as realistic as physically possible, and creating the character should be something you spend the most time on out of everything. Because I already made the scripts for you, so what should be your work is making the character absolutely fucking on point. So that's another thing. Thing number 3, does the whole generation as a whole look realistic? So are there shades? Okay, does the background look at least a little bit realistic? Is there some crazy unrealistic shit to create in the background? For example, sometimes you guys have like huge neon lightings or like huge neon signs in the background, and it's not even possible to capture something like that with the camera, because you know, when the neon light shines and you have blurred, so you for example have super blurred background, but the neon light is like being super visible and it just shines, okay? But it looks like a normal writing. Like if you would take a picture of this or like record this man, and in the background there would be some sign, it would not be visible and it would not be readable. First of all, because the background is blurred, and second of all, because you have adjusted the exposure for this shit. So then, if you have exposure higher or lower, so this man looks alright, then the sign in the background will be too bright and it will not be readable, or it will just be blurred. So that's another thing, like really making sure everything looks realistic. Everything has to look realistic. If it doesn't, then again, you just watch it, something feels off, scroll away. So that's another thing. Oh yeah, and also the shades and everything, and like if you can see like this, just you can see the textures in the material, and you can see like this is like an actual wood and shit. So again, if everything is too polished and just looks too perfect, again, like you will have like weird vibes of the video and you will just scroll away. At least that's for me. And then thing number 4 is like, does the picture have some status or credibility? I have been talking about this for such a long time, and you know, I talk about it with slides, you guys get it, and you do it with slides. But then you get AI green screen, and simply because I just don't say that you need to always spark like some credibility, authority, or status with AI green screen, you just completely forget about it and you only do it for slideshows. So then I have to make separate video for AI green screen about saying how it is super important for you to have some kind of credibility or status, authority in the video. And you guys then do it for AI green screen. But I tell you to do this for AI green screen, I tell you to do this for slideshows, but then you start doing these videos, and most of you guys just are using random Joe Schmoes on a podcast with like shitty beard, bald patches, looking like they are fucking homeless, having clothes like that look like they cost fucking $5, and you just completely forget about all of the basics of a good converting video or of a video that gets a lot of views. So I'm saying it here again, you need to have like everything on point, also with the status and with the credibility. Here you can see that he's clearly on some TED talk, and he's also looking to some person he's speaking to, or he's talking to. So this adds a lot of credibility itself, so the TED talk shit and also him looking to another person, so it looks super realistic. And it doesn't look like he's just randomly talking to himself, to a mic on a podcast. And then another thing on why this sparks a lot of credibility is this sign here. So he looks like he was actually invited here, and like he's actually attending some presentation or whatever, and like he's actually supposed to be there. So this adds a lot of like credibility as well. Like we cannot use doctors, obviously, but you can do a workaround with. Can this shit go fucking away? So you can use some workarounds with, for example, these signs, or like with the TED Talk background and stuff like that. So that's the fourth thing for the generation. And the last thing that can also completely like make a day and night difference for your video is the voice. If the this also makes so much sense in my opinion, but obviously if the way the person is speaking is fucked up and it doesn't match to also the how do you fucking say it? Like if his voice doesn't match to the environment, or if the quality of the voice doesn't match the environment, it will obviously again something feel off. So here you see like the mic is close to him, so there ideally shouldn't be any echo, and the voice should be pretty clean. He's also on a TED Talk, so like these people usually have a lot of money, so it should be like high quality mic without a lot of echo. This is the first thing. Second thing, he's on a TED Talk, so he's obviously not going to be screaming, and he's also talking about like professional info, or like about some super important info. If you have someone talking about super important info, or also someone being confident, he will talk kind of like not really slowly, but he will just talk in the normal way. For example, like how I'm talking right now. And if I would be, for example, not super confident, I would either be very shaky with my voice, or I would be like very I could be screaming, for example. Let's say that someone doesn't really want to listen to my opinion, so then I would be screaming, obviously, because I wouldn't be like sure if the guy is listening or not. Then you're like screaming. But if you're like super like confident, you're calm, you know that the person is listening, you will speak in a super specific way where you're just calm, you are not shouting, and you are just speaking in a normal pace, such as this guy. Also, you are like not afraid to take pauses. You can just take a deep breath.
Having to pee,
and
that's high cortisol. Experiencing
clean, that's high cortisol. Deep breath, again,
shoulder pain, that's also a sign
again, a little pause, that's also a sign of high cortisol.
Is your hair
again, deep breath,
thinning unexpectedly like mine was? That's high cortisol too.
Okay, so you can really see how he just speaks calmly. There's not any crazy echo. So yeah, in general, just very good voice generation. And also another thing, obviously, like his tone has to match his body. So like you're not gonna like make him speak like this if he looks like a man. Well, obviously, so I think I don't even have to state that, hopefully. So I feel like that makes sense. And also the pace. But then I'm gonna show you a very bad example, which is here, and how you can easily fuck up a very good script and a very good generation. So this generation is good. The script, in my opinion, is also pretty good. But the way this guy is talking is fucked up. And I think someone was even mentioning it in the comments. I swear I've seen a comment where it was like, oh yeah, well, this voice always, So there was a comment, but I've seen a little bit more of them. Yeah, just
is no one talking about.
So the pre-hook, she's screaming like, yeah, I mean, that's alright, like it's kind of like
this man just said. Just watch.
Stop drinking these drinks unless you want to die before 50. Number 1, coffee.
Okay, so first bit of the video, he sounds like he's on crack, like 100%. He sounds like he's on fucking crack, or like he's just insanely hyped up about, or like he's mad about some bullshit. Like he's mad about drinks you need to stop drinking. How does it even make sense? It's it's a script that's supposed to be calm, and this isn't supposed to be like he's just fucking screaming. So
Coffee puts your adrenal glands under constant stress, keeping your body in a permanent state of overdrive. Caffeine takes more than 24 hours to leave your system, which ruins your sleep and disrupts your brain. Number 2, herbal tea.
again, he doesn't make any pauses. It's like super quick for no reason.
People think it's a healthy alternative, but they couldn't be further from the truth. It's loaded with caffeine
He's not taking breaths
that leaves you feeling
at all.
jittery and
Like nobody is speaking like this without taking any breaths so much. It's just simply bullshit. You also gotta think about the fact that he's literally screaming, and if you're screaming, you are running. I mean, not screaming, but he's talking in a pretty loud way. So if you're talking loudly like that, you are like most likely gonna run out of breath much faster than you normally would. So you will take deep breaths much more often, which this guy doesn't take a deep breath not even once in this whole fucking video. So it makes it like pretty fucked
its
up.
high acidity can irritate stomach lining and cause bloating. What people also don't know is that traditional herbs used in these teas are dried over wood smoke, which contains the same
And like he's not really even moving his face. Like this is just like very bad generation. You can clearly see how this is just super bad. Like if you just look at it with common sense, it's just insanely bad. So the voice also makes
Hearing an annoying ringing in
this.
your ears, that's high cortisol. Dealing with that stubborn pooch around your midsection, it's the cortisol effect. You've probably heard of cortisol before, but stay with me. This is important. Elevated
See how he even looks
cortisol
with
levels
his eyes? Like stay with me, this is important. How he looks with his eyes directly at the camera.
are directly linked to stress, especially
And then if you play this,
carcinogens found in tobacco and can be dangerous for your body. Number 3, energy drinks. Energy drinks are full of sugar and keep your body in fight or flight state. The high sugar content also raises blood pressure and inflammation. Here's the thing.
okay, so you can see how these two generations are literally day and night different just because the way the guy is speaking. So even the way the guy is speaking like plays a huge role. Like everything has to be on point, and even the script. And to be honest, if you have a mid script and on point generation in terms of the picture and on point generation in terms of the voice, there is probably like 10 times higher probability that you will go viral than if you're gonna have insanely good script but shitty generation with voice or with the picture. So yeah, I wanted this loom to be way shorter, but this just had to be talked about because I was doing loom reviews yesterday, and literally all of you, and yeah, literally all of you, only Frank and Igor are doing this alright, but the whole rest of you were just like doing all of these issues and had all of these problems with the generation. And I was like, oh shit! Like I literally went through hair gummies, through saffron, and through moringa, and I was saying the same shit for like the 10th time the same day. So I was like, right, fuck it. I went to sleep. Now I'm doing this loom, so everybody knows this info, and hopefully I don't have to repeat this again.